Hey guys, Noel here, and it is, I don't know, it's super late. I don't even know what day it is anymore. But I thought it would be fun to do a video game review for the video game section of the YouTube channel before I go to bed, because time is tight, and I do want to get this video done before I have a lot of school obligations to take care of. So what today's video is going to be something pretty fun, something of a follow-up to our YouTube video on the Hyperkin Nintendo clone that we recently reviewed, which I was not too happy with. I was a big fan of the retro entertainment system, which is actually what's holding this phone now as we film. So I was so disappointed in the Hyperkin Nintendo that I actually got a new retro entertainment system, and I thought this would be a good video to do a test and an unboxing before I go to bed. So hopefully this video will be brief, it'll be fun, and then we'll all be able to get some rest. So I'm a big fan of the box of the retro entertainment system, and this is made by Retrobit, and I believe this is the company that has made some new Super Nintendo games and the actual apparently re-release of Double Dragon 2 on the Super Nintendo that only apparently works on unofficial Super Nintendos. I guess it doesn't work on actual Super Nintendo hardware, but it does work on consoles like these, which I found to be ironic. But my retro entertainment system that I originally had, it worked perfectly before I put a heavy-duty gold-plated S-video cable in the back of it, and I took it in and out several times because I would hook it up to the TV and then unhook it because I was using the retro entertainment system as a rest for my cell phone when I would be filming my video game reviews. So we have taken the little plastic off of the retro entertainment system, thus to preserve the box. This is a top loader, which is very good for your NES cartridges. And if you didn't know, the retro entertainment system is a unofficial NES. And I'm using this because my front-loading NES no longer works. And top-loading NESs are very hard to find, and I was so pleased with my original retro entertainment system. These are not very expensive. I bought this for about $20, and if this is anything like the one I originally had, hopefully I'll be getting some bang for my buck. So we take this out. There's some very nice packaging here. So, unlike my original retro entertainment system, this is a silver and black color scheme as opposed to the red and black Famicom style. So this really resembles more of a PlayStation 3 color scheme than the retro entertainment system that I had previously that looks like a Famicom. It's actually Final Fantasy 3 in it. So there's our original retro entertainment system. I would have gotten a red and black model, but I did not. I wasn't able to find one. Okay, so here it is. Same as the last one. It comes with composite mono out. So we'll take it out of the packaging like so. And we will, for future gameplay reviews, be hooking this up to a CRT professional video monitor. But for the sake of this video, we're just going to hook this up to our LCD TV because it's right close by and will be good for the purposes of this video just to test this thing out. And hopefully it works better than the Hyperkin that we did where Mario was a black guy with a white mustache because the colors were all out of whack. So this comes with a this does come with RCA cables. And it also comes with a power adapter, which is very lightweight. Everything about this is lightweight, but if this is anything like my original retro entertainment system, it should work just fine. So to test this out, we are going to first hook it up, and then I'm going to pop a game in, see how it plays. Now my Hyperkin Nintendo music and gameplay was slowed down noticeably. Not so much that the game was unplayable, but it was definitely not the original gameplay experience. When I was playing my retro entertainment system, I used that as a replacement for my NES, my front loader NES, and the gameplay was identical. And I mean that. I mean, I don't know if I just got a good one of these or if these products are just really good. So let's just find out. So we're going to pop in our power supply. We are going to, where did I put the RCA cables? Use our mono RCA cables. And honestly, I'm just going to stick with these. I'm not going to mess with any gold-plated cables. That would be too heavy and might jostle the insides of the systems when I plug them and unplug them. So you will, like the original NES or Famicom, or not even the Famicom. The Famicom just had RCA. Not RCA, I was so late. RF. So let's plug in the video and audio, and we'll hook this to our TV. You can either use an original Nintendo controller, or this actually comes with its own controllers. Now, I prefer an original Nintendo controller, so this is, I mean, these are cool, but and they're cool because they actually come up with some extra buttons, which I believe these are turbo, which you can use, which is very cool. But for the sake of this video, let's use an original Nintendo controller on this. So you'll plug this in like so. Very cool. So what game should we test on this? Well, I recently acquired Final Fantasy VII for the original Nintendo. This is a Chinese 8-bit NES version of Final Fantasy VII. And I got this complete with Yoshitaka Amano box art. And here is our cartridge. Actually, the box art and the cartridge I ordered from two different places on Etsy. But this is a very impressive packaging for both the cartridge and the box, and I'm a huge fan of Yoshitaka Amano's Final Fantasy artwork. And I got this that box because Yoshitaka Amano did all the artwork for the NES Final Fantasy, so I thought it was cool to get his artwork on an NES version of Final Fantasy VII. So let's plug this in, and we will adjust our camera like so. And let's see if this works. Let's plug it in first. Yes, I need to go to bed. Alright. Now let's see if it works. Perfect. The sound sounds exactly like it should sound. When I tried playing this on my Hyperkin, it was all slow and out of whack. New game. So, Barrett, hey, newcomer, follow me. Yeah, this looks great. It's playing really well. Everything's nice and fast. Not faster than it should be, but just playing at normal game speed. When I tested out the Hyperkin, Cloud's hair was black and not blonde, so ironically, it was like his original design. So this looks like it's playing just fine. So now I finally have something good to play my Final Fantasy VII for NES on, so now I know what my weekend nights will be when I'm not with my lovely wife. So, I'm just going through this level to see if everything looks okay. And this all looks good. Let's do one more test, and then I'm going to catch some Z's. While Cloud is talking to Avalanche, I think it would probably behoove us to test out Super Mario Brothers and make sure that Mario is not a black guy like he was on the Hyperkin Retron HD. So let's unplug this. So we'll shut this off. Now, the only potential downside to the Retro Entertainment System is it will tend to hold onto your cartridges very tightly. Not too bad, but... Okay, Mario's in. Power on. Mario and Duck Hunt, and this looks good. Mario. That's just the right music, that's just the right game speed. Very nice. So now me and my son can play Mario like we're supposed to. And if you cannot, I mean, obviously original hardware is always the coolest thing you can do. But if you want to play your Nintendo games on a nice, affordable top loader that will faithfully reproduce them, I highly recommend getting a Retro Entertainment System. I bought this from Walmart's website for about $20. And I really, I can't recommend it enough. So, alright, so if you're looking for a Nintendo Entertainment System replacement, the Retro Entertainment System, at least for me, is the way to go. So, till next time, guys, my name's Noel. I'm going to bed, and I'll see you all later. Bye-bye.